Hey cats and chicks, you know who it is. It's Slickback Rocker here, back with another greaser related video. You dig? So, tonight's topic is, because here's the thing, I figured that, I want to do more history related videos on, hair products and hairstyles and, where they came from, and, I want to do more history related stuff. So, what I'm going to do tonight is the history on the ducktail, aka the duck's ass, aka the duck butt, aka the DA, and kind of where it came from, I figured that'd be a good topic to let you guys know on where this stuff even came from and how it kind of got created and why everybody else started doing it. As you can tell from the title of this video, that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Stay tuned. Alright, so I don't know exactly when the ducktail was very first invented, alright? But I heard that it was this guy in a barber shop who got the ducktail to be a thing. That's what I know, okay? Some guy in a barbershop, he was doing hair and he somehow came up with a ducktail. And if you don't know what a ducktail is, I did a video on it, on how to do it. Go check it out if you haven't. It's pretty much where you slick the sides back, you do whatever hairstyle you're doing, and you slick the sides back, the sides come back, alright? And once the sides come back, you take your comb, alright? I'm not going to do a duck's ass, but you take your comb, you slick the sides back into each other, You would slick the sides back to each other, one side, and then one side would go over it, alright? All the way down to the bottom as well. So you want to make sure you get all the hair down. And then after that, you would take your brush and go down the middle with the comb. And that's what a duck's ass is. That's why they call it a duck's ass or a ducktail, because it looks like a ducktail. Imagine that. Anyways, guys, that's what ducktail is for those of you who don't know. For those of you who didn't watch my video on how to do a duck's ass, now you know. That is for those of you who are new to the channel anyway. Anyway, yeah, so anyways, the ducktail came from a barber. A barber started, doing that hairstyle. And eventually, over the years, alright, it became this really, I wouldn't say popular, but kind of popular thing to do. Alright, because you gotta think, guys, back in the 40s and 50s, the most, if you want a hoodlum and you are a nice dressed person, hairstyles weren't that extreme for you. They were a lot shorter than what greasers would have liked to have it as. And, they were this really simple, comb down, all this other shit. I don't know how to explain it. Look up 1950s haircuts, you'll see what I mean by that. So, when the ducktail kind of came into place, it was, at the time, I think this is, a long time ago, this is not modern day. At the time, it was kind of crazy for its time, It was crazy for its time. And pretty soon, people like Elvis Presley, who started doing the ducktail as well, he'd do his pomp, he had his ducktail in the back. When big celebrities started doing it, everybody wanted to fucking do it. And if you'll notice, that's kind of how modern society is today with shit, These big names, if someone sees someone doing something, they want to join on it too. That's how it was back in the 50s as well. Alright? When cats and chicks, and they seen people like Elvis from Hollywood doing that type of shit with his hair, everybody wanted to fucking start doing it. No questions asked. Everybody wanted to join in on it. Alright? Now, the ducktail, people are doing it in the UK and the US. You got the Teddy Boys who are also, with the jelly rolls and the ducktail in the back. And you got the US greasers who are doing it as well. So it's not just the US who was doing it. The UK was doing it as well. back in that time, you know. But yeah, so, you know, like I was saying, you know, once people were seeing Elvis Presley doing that, everybody wanted to fucking jump in on it. Like I was saying, it's kind of like modern society today. Someone sees a big star, whoever, doing something, they want to fucking do it. That was back then too. Who would have fucking knew that modern society and 50s, you know, hairstyle would have came together and, you know, kind of copied each other. Who would have knew, right? But yeah, so that's kind of the history on the duck's ass and where it came from, and obviously I still do duck's ass to this day. I don't do it all the time, but sometimes if I want to, I will do it. I have to have long enough hair though. Right now I have long enough hair to do it, you know, so I'm able to do a duck's ass just fine. But you have to have hair on the back to do it, and hair on the sides too. But I have hair on the back and the sides, as you can see, hair on the back and sides. So yeah, but yes, that kind of is the history on the duck's ass and where it came from. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, share, comment. I'm working on the Levi 501 video like I told you guys about, so stay tuned for that. I'm working on it. I filmed part 1 of the video. I gotta film part 2 and put it all together and fucking put the intro and do all this other shit and post it. But when it gets posted, you will know about it if you're subscribed. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you know when that comes out. But without further ado, that's gonna do it for today's video on the duck's ass, the ducktail, the DA, whatever you want to call it. And hopefully y'all enjoyed, and I will see you guys next video. Dig it.